This Saturday evening, the Texas Longhorns welcomed the 15th ranked team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, to the Moody Center for the first time. It was an electric environment. Both fans showed out. They made noise. But for the Texas Longhorns, it was a more important game. They came in 15-10, 4-8 in SEC play. They were on the bubble. Their tournament hopes kind of faltering at this point in the season, and they really needed this win against the Kentucky Wildcats to boost their resume as we get closer and closer to March.
Texas trailed at halftime to the Kentucky Wildcats by a deficit of 4 points at 37-41. But in the second half, Trey Johnson, Tremont Mark, and even Caden Shedrick had their moments to help close out the Wildcats for good. Tremont was hitting his mark as he finished 9 from 14 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3, and finished with 26 points and was a key player in helping to close out the Kentucky Wildcats at home. Trey Johnson was great as he usually is. He posted a career high in points and rebounds at 32 points and 9 rebounds, and he showed he could do a little bit of everything, including bringing more intensity on the defensive end than he had in previous games. What a week for the Moody Center. Is just last week, the women's basketball team defeated two-time defending national champion and Dawn Staley's South Carolina Gamecocks. The men's team, however, has not been as dominant as the women's team, as they have a record of 16-10 after this victory against Kentucky. And the women, fresh off a victory at home against LSU at 26-2. However, this was definitely a great signature win for the men in front of a great crowd at the Moody Center, and it gives them a bit of momentum moving forward.
I thought our guys really guarded really hard tonight, played probably as hard as we played all year long defensively, and found a way to grind this one out. This was a grind-out game, and I give these guys a lot of credit for working the game really hard and working it for 40 minutes.
This upset victory against the number 15 Wildcats ends a 3-game losing streak against Arkansas, Vanderbilt, and Alabama, and it was a desperately needed win for Texas as they got strong performances from Tremont Mark and Trey Johnson. They look like Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Sorry, Dallas sports fans, I know the wound is still fresh, but they're going to get some much-needed rest after this as they have a bye week. And if there's one thing Rodney Terry emphasized in press conferences, it's that the ability to take this game by game in a gauntlet like the SEC is so important, and they're going to get a chance to do that. And exactly a week from now, after a much-needed bye week, they're going to get guys like Kendall Weaver and Arthur Kaluma back, and they're going to take on South Carolina in exactly a week. That's it for me. I'm Aram, Vela, reporting from the Moody Center, and have a good night.